We're bracing for the worst tomorrow morning with a peak of 9 metres. And now there are new threats lurking on the streets. We begin our coverage with Rob Morrison at Depot Hill.
It's been an agonising wait, but now the flooding of the Fitzroy is swallowing Depot Hill's way of life.
This is a disaster. We have been declared. It is a major flood.
If it's any higher, we'll just stay out. We won't go back home.
Boats are replacing cars on dirty, flowing brown streets. Streets that now harbour new threats.
I don't want to be wading through too deep water because, you got the danger of wildlife, crocodiles, snakes, things like that. Houses become these islands for, wildlife looking to seek shelter.
Come across a snake this morning. I believe it was a taipan. He was probably 1 metre long and he wasn't real happy. And then not long after him, dirty big huntsman, that size of a small dinner plate.
And by the hour, the rising flood claims more homes.
Particularly we're concerned about those 213 odd homes that will have water above the floorboards.
You can see here in this home, the floor is starting to rise up as these murky, potentially snake and croc infested waters start to get underneath it. So much is being said about the relaxed nature of the people who live here in Depot Hill, but this is their reality. They've had to flee their homes in the face of this natural disaster. We were given the keys to this home by owner Lisa Capewell when we visited her on Sunday. She packed up and left town, so she wanted us to show her what we found.
Wow, yeah, it's rising pretty quick, isn't it? It definitely will go in, Rob. I can see that it will go through the house.
I'm just going to start to show you the floor there.
I'm just hoping it doesn't go too high. Pretty emotional, but I have to keep trooping on and deal with it, I suppose. There's not much I can do. It'll be devastating, but like I said, I'm lucky that I had the opportunity to get everything out.
Lisa and Depot Hill were ready for this flood, but like any natural disaster, there's no way of knowing what could happen. And when it hits, it still hurts.
I love that little cottage. It's my little cherished home.
Rob joins me from just outside Depot Hill. Rob, what time exactly will the Fitzroy peak?
Well, we're expecting that peak now to hit at midday tomorrow. Right now, the flooding level is at around 8.4 metres. So whether or not it reaches that 9 metre mark tomorrow, we'll have to wait and see. But just to give you a bit of an idea of how expansive these floodwaters are, we've actually come out to a farm. It's not too deep here, but you can see out there is a home. It's now completely isolated. There is at least water around it in every direction, and we're seeing this right around Rockhampton at the moment. We do know these waters are continuing to rise, so we're going to see a lot more situations like Lisa. So for a lot of people in those low-lying suburbs, it's going to be a sleepless night, Melissa.
Queensland is watching the #1 news hour.